And his opponent across the ring is the defending champion, fighting out of the blue corner. Wearing purple trunks with white and gold trim, hailing from Ohio. He is undefeated in his campaign in the ring with a record of 20 wins, no losses, 14 wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome the undefeated JuniorTheTruth.
Man, let's go. What's up with it, family? What's the damn deal, man? This is JuniorTheTruth. And this is indeed the Punch Junkie presents The Truth on Boxing. I am indeed your host, man, JuniorTheTruth. You can follow me everywhere via social media. I can be found with the handle JuniorTheTruth. That's JuniorTheTruth. TRUTH, and it's over all the social media platforms, man. Each and every one. Yes, Lord. If you're really looking for me, you can catch me over on the Punch Junkie Network, www.punchjunkie.network. It is the last place in the world for real fans of the sweet science, man. Let me put it in the chat, www.punchjunkie.network. If you're looking for me, you can catch me over on the Punch Junkie Network, man. The last place in the world for real fans of the sweet science. Y'all be sure to pull up on me, man. Yes, Lord. Salute to everybody, man. I see y'all in the chat, man. A few of y'all on incognito. I really, truly, genuinely appreciate you, though, man. Y'all in stealth mode. Salute to everybody that's taking the time to tune in and will take the time to tune in to the show live. Salute to everybody that's going to be tuning in via. Everybody that's going to be tuning in via the, what do you call that? Wherever you catch your podcast at, man. Wherever you catch your podcast. With everybody that's going to be tuning in via the podcast, man. Thank you all so much. Whether it's Podbean, Spreaker, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, Apple iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. Salute to you all, man. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate it. If I had a million tongues, I couldn't tell it all, man. But thank you all so very much, man, for supporting the channel and for supporting the show, man. This feels really good, man. Salute to my brother Kevin Dunbar in the building. What's up with you? The scholar Kevin Dunbar. I ain't seen you in a while. Is you a cop, Jay Reed? Is you a cop, Jay Reed? Salute to you, family. Thank you so much, man, for taking the time to tune in. But once again, I am indeed your host, man. And man, I'm happy to be here, man. And we don't have long, so we got to be strong. And we got to get on through this really quickly, man. So salute to the family. I'm gonna actually spare y'all the intro, man. I'm gonna actually spare y'all the intro so that we can get straight to breaking down this fight card, man. So since we not gonna be doing the intro, let me bring myself in here. You feel me? Bring myself in here and invite y'all once again to come over to www.punchjunkie.com. That is for all the latest and greatest news in the sport of boxing. It's there and it leads you to all things Punch Junkie. Salute to everybody that shows love and supports the Punch Junkie, man. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate you. If I had a million tongues, I couldn't tell it all. So we're going to start with the undercards and we're going to work our way up through the cards up to the main event, and then I'm going to slide. And also, it's important to me and imperative that you all have an opportunity to make your official pick so you can put your official picks in the chat. You know what I mean? So you can come back for reference. You have a reference point because you will be arguing with people and I picked that and I picked the right round and so on and so forth. And now it'll be on wax. So you can officially come back to this show and show your comment and say, hey, man, I made my pick. You feel me? But salute. So let's start with what we want to start. Let's start with the Julian J. Rock Williams versus Yoenis Tellez fight. This fight is for the interim WBA super welterweight title, man. Of course, Tellez is coming in at with a 9-0 record with 7 knockouts. Julian J. Rock Williams is coming in with a record of 29 wins, 4 losses, 1 draw, 17 wins coming by way of knockout, man. Tellez is 24 years of age. Julian J. Rock Williams is 34. Old man status, and they both are fighting out of the orthodox stance. We've went through their strengths and everything, so I'm just gonna give my once again, Tellez, he's a young undefeated prospect, man. He has a decent knockout percentage of 77%, and he's trained by the great Ronnie Shields, man. Julian J. Rock Williams is a former unified world champion. He's been a world beater. He has he's or not world beater. He's a established veteran in the sport, and he has a great deal more experience. He's been battle tested, and he's been in versus the top brass and the top metal at the 154-pound division. I feel like Tellez is going to have to be able to come in and set the pace early. He's going to have to keep constant pressure on Williams, and he's going to have to use his youth and his explosiveness to try to overwhelm Julius J. Rock Williams, and he's going to have to avoid getting pulled into deep waters with J. Rock. He's going to have to try to close the show early. As far as Williams, I think he's going to have to use his experience to dictate the fight if he can. He's going to have to slow Tellez down by I see him being able to jab and touch the body early, jab to the body, get some power shots, but he's going to have to just control the distance and try to measure up Tellez and keep him at a controlled distance and control the pace and dictate the fight. And his goal is going to be to get Tellez into the deep rounds, into the late rounds, and test him in those deep waters and test his stamina. And I believe that that's the way that he can win the fight. But my official prediction for this fight, I don't know, man. I need a drum roll or something. I don't have a drum roll. My dang, I don't have a drum roll. I was looking for a drum roll. I don't have one. What's this? I don't like that. Maybe we'll do chimes. My official prediction for Yoenis Tellez versus Julius J. Rock Williams. I got J. Rock, man. Tellez is young and he's powerful, but Williams has been here before, man. And I'm calling J. Rock by split decision, man. He's gonna get him into the late rounds, and he's gonna win by split decision, man, and breathe breath of life into his career, man. And he's gonna hang on because it just ain't time for him to go yet. I got Julius J. Rock Williams winning by a split decision over the young and Yoenis Tellez, man. That's my first pick, man. Yeah. That feel good, man. Yeah. Yeah, that feel good, man. Next, man, we got Alberto Puello versus Sandor Martin. Salute to old school Winston Lee. Come on, old school Winston Lee. He said J-Rock getting stopped, bro. Like, stop the cat, man. J-Rock getting stopped. I got J-Rock by split decision, bro. I got J-Rock by split decision. Yes, Lord. Old school Winston Lee, he going on docket and saying, man, J-Rock getting stopped, man. All right. Everybody else, ain't nobody else picking. Everybody else just listening in stealth mode. Salute to the homie Craig L in the building. What's up with you, Craig L? All right, so Alberto Puello versus Sandor Martin. They're fighting for the WBC super lightweight world title. That is the title at 140. Puello's coming in with a 23-0 record with 10 knockouts. Sandor Martin is 42-3 with 15 KOs. Puello is 30. Sandor Martin is 31. Puello is 5'9". Sandor Martin is 5'7.5". Okay. I do have a 71-inch arm reach for Puello, but I don't have Sandor Martin's arm reach, and they both are southpaw. As far as Puello's strength, he does have the undefeated record. He's slightly taller with a longer reach, and I believe he has more punching power than Sandor Martin. I like the pace that he fights at. I like his relentless style. I like Puello's game. Martin, he's highly skilled and technical on the boxing side. He's very, very much more experienced. He has 45 professional fights, so he has them, what is like 22 more fights than Puello, so he has much more experience. He also has a notable win over Mikey Garcia, and that is indeed Mikey Garcia's last fight. Sandor Martin is the fighter that officially retired Mikey Garcia. The keys to victory, I think, for Puello to win, he has to use his reach, and he has to keep Sandor Martin at bay. I think he needs to work to control the pace of the fight and try to land the clean power shots to slow Martin down, especially to the body. In order for Martin to win, he has to use his experience and his boxing IQ to try to outpoint and frustrate Puello. I think if he's able to outpoint him and frustrate him and cause him to try to throw all caution to the wind, he might be able to land something different, something tricky, and get Puello in trouble. But I need Martin to stay disciplined and avoid unnecessary exchanges. And also with Puello and his come forward style, I got Puello. Martin is going to need to touch the body, man. He's going to need to touch the body in order to slow him down, man. My official prediction. I got Sandor Martin by decision. I got Sandor Martin by decision. I'm rolling with all experience today. I'm rolling with all the experience, man. I think Sandor Martin's experience, I think, is going to give him the edge in a close fight, man. I really truly believe, because he's been on the cusp. Like, Sandor Martin has been on the cusp. You know what I mean? I believe his experience is going to pay. It's going to pay. And also, I mean, if we're going to keep it a brick, it's now or never for Sandor Martin, man. It's really truly now or never for the Spanish fighter, man. It's now or never for him. He does have, like I said, he has the 3 losses. He had a fight with Teofimo Lopez that I felt like he won, felt like he beat Teofimo Lopez, but he lost by split decision. You understand what I'm saying? He lost early on in his career to Anthony Yigit, and then another fight to somebody I have absolutely no idea who it is, but he has that big fight, that big win over Mikey Garcia, man. So a win over Mikey Garcia, arguably a win over Teofimo Lopez, man. I just really think that is now or never for him, man. And I think he's going to be able to come in and get it done versus Puello. Yes. Kevin Dunbar said, Winston Lee said he got Alberto by unanimous decision. Kevin Dunbar, they the only ones in here picking with me. He says he got Puello by unanimous decision, man. I'm going Sandor Martin by decision, man. I'm going Sandor Martin by decision. I can't really say if it's going to be unanimous or split. Might be split. Maybe split decision. I'm just going to keep it decision. I got Sandor Martin with the decision victory over Alberto Puello, man. That feel good. Yeah, that feels good. That's my Junior the Genie sound. That's my Junior the Genie sound. All right, co-main event. Let's get to it like lighter fluid, because I got to get out of here. Got to go get the babies. We got a Jose Valenzuela, aka Young Rayo, versus Gary Antuanne Russell, Schlim. They are fighting for the WBA super lightweight world title. Rayo's coming in with a record of 14-2 with 9 KOs. Most notably is win over Isak Pitbull Cruz his last time out. Gary Antuanne Russell coming in at 17-1. With 17 wins coming by way of knockout. Most notably, his last outing, he lost actually by split decision to Alberto Puello, who is fighting, the fight before his. And this is possibly a setup for a unification bout. Old school Winston Lee said he's picking Gary Antuanne Russell to win in 10. He picking Russell to win in 10. I got, for me, let me say, okay, so Rayo is 25. Gary Antuanne is 28. They both 5'10" in height. The reach, Rayo has a 70-inch arm reach, while Gary Antuanne has a 69-inch arm reach. They both are fighting out of the southpaw position. Rayo has a 64% knockout ratio, while Gary Antuanne Russell has a 100% knockout ratio. With regard to his wins, you know what I mean. As far as Rayo's strengths, man, he has speed and he has decent good ring IQ. He has a solid jab and he has good counter punching experience. Nick J said Rayo looked taller than Gary. Looked taller than him today. Damn, they did the weigh-ins. I done missed the weigh-ins and everything. Salute to Nick J. Oh, pretty mouth Nick. Salute to Mark Wonderlick. What's up with a homie? Salute to AB. Salute to the Jab Jamboree. What's good with y'all family? And salute to Boxiana. She and her thighs are in here in spirit. As far as let me see. Rayo with the speed, ring IQ, he's solid jab, and he has counter punching ability. And I think he's flying on high after his win over Ishak Pitbull Cruz. I'm pretty sure he feels indestructible. Not indestructible, but he feels like he's dialed in. As far as Gary Antuanne Russell, he has insane knockout power. He has 100% knockout ratio with regard to his wins. He does have that experience, that Olympic and amateur pedigree. He's fighting out of the great one of the families, the great families in the sport of boxing. That is the Russell family. He's aggressive with a high volume. The keys to victory: in order for Rayo to win, he has to stay on the outside. He's got to use his lateral movement. He has to avoid prolonged exchanges with Russell. We've talked about this, and he has to make it a boxing match, and not a slugfest. In order for Russell to win, he's gonna have to be athletic. He's gonna have to open up his hips, like Chubbs Peterson says. It's all in the hips. It's all in the hips. You feel me? He gonna have to cut off the ring, and he's gonna have to force those exchanges with young Rayo. He's gonna have to target the body early, slow Venezuela down, keep the constant pressure on, and go for the stoppage when he gets the opportunity to. My official prediction, man, for this. Gary Antuanne Russell about to stop this motherfucker, man. It's ice season, baby. In my Corey Lee boxing voice. Oh, it's ice season, baby. Yeah. Salute to Corey Lee boxing, man. I got Gary Antuanne Russell, man. You feel me? He came out and split decision loss over Puello, man. It's what? You feel me? It's lights out. Oh, I'm hitting the cricket. I didn't mean to hit the cricket. Yeah. It's ice season. Yeah. I got Gary Antuanne Russell, man, stopping Rayo. Gary Antuanne Russell is one of them ones. You understand what I'm saying? He's one of them ones. It just so happens that he had his bad outing, he had a not so good outing, and it ended in the split decision loss. He's gonna right those wrongs. You understand what I'm saying? He's gonna right those wrongs, and he's gonna come out and he's gonna do something dastardly to Rayo. Salute to Rayo. Salute to Coach Robert Garcia. Salute to everybody. But he gonna do something. Oh man, it's gonna be dastardly. Nick J say if Gary don't keep his head off the line, it's gonna go bad. He made those corrections. He made those corrections, Nick J. He made those corrections. He made and it's southpaw to southpaw. Ah, man. Yeah. I think the pressure and the power is going to be too much for Rayo. I don't think Rayo's ever seen anything like this. I'm just going to keep it real with you. I don't think Rayo, he's not, nah, man. He's not seen anything like this. Let me make sure. Y'all know I be nerding out over this stuff, y'all. like we all do. You know what I mean? We punch junkies, so we gonna nerd out. And I'm looking at his well, he was just in there with Pitbull. He was in there with Pitbull. And he was able to make it. But Pitbull, if we telling the truth, Pitbull is action packed and must see TV. But Pitbull is ridiculously limited. You understand what I'm saying? He's ridiculously limited. And then prior to that, he was in there with Chris Colbert. And man, I see this is gonna sound like I be trying to diss people, and I ain't trying to diss people. Chris Colbert is fool's gold. Like he fool's gold. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us we got. You know what I mean? And Rayo has already been knocked out, and he was knocked out by Edwin De Los Santos. You understand what I'm saying? He was knocked out by Edwin De Los Santos. Hey man, Rayo going night, y'all. Rayo going night. Winston Lee old school said he was in there with a little pit bull and was on the back foot the whole fight. Antuanne Russell about to do something dastardly to bruh. And I heard Mr. Gary Russell Jr. say we're going to get this motherfucker. He said we're going to get this motherfucker. And you know what when Big Bruh talk, y'all know how that is. Those of y'all that either you was a big brother or you had a big brother, and I can only speak to the men, I can't speak to the sisters. But you know, when your big brother say go get him, y'all know what that mean. If your big brother or your big cousin is like a sibling, if he say go get him, man, you know what that mean. Y'all know what that mean. Big Bruh said we going to get him. That's what Big Bruh said. Big Bruh said we going to get that motherfucker. We going to get that motherfucker. That's what he said. Jab Jabari said that was me. Act. Hey man, I sent Act to go get Abe in Atlanta. Man, go get that motherfucker. Act went and got him. You feel me? Abe running around here harassing me, trying to get me to play basketball. Hey, hey. Big Act said, I'm your Huckleberry. Big Act gave him the Doc Holliday. Big Act said, I'm your Huckleberry. I thought you wanted, he said, why Abe Mahari? You look like somebody just walked over your grave. You feel me? That's what happened in Atlanta. Big Act, go get him. Big Act went to get him. Hey, man. Winston Lee said, when your big bruh say go, it's gladiator time. Big bruh said, we're going to get that motherfucker. That's what happened. You feel me? Hey, man. D-Man Jr. said it mean whoop his ass. That was me as a youngin'. Bro, if your big brother say go get him, we going to get that motherfucker. Hey, man, put your shoes on. Man, put your shoes on, nigga. You put your shoes on. And Big Bruh said, hey, man, y'all heard what Big Bruh said. Big Bruh, if you ain't hear it, go watch the media workout. They was hitting the mitts at the end of their workout. And Mr. Gary Russell Jr. said, we're going to get that motherfucker. Put your shoes on, nigga. That's what that mean. So hey, man, I'm going with Gary Antuanne Russell by stoppage. It's gonna be, I think it might be early too. That brings us to our main event, man. Before we go into the main event, this would be a good time for me because I heard I gotta start doing a better job, man, of being sure to work in the sponsors and whatnot, man. Y'all know I get a little bit sloppy with the pots. Shout out to everybody that shows love to the Black Gentleman Grooming Company, man. Salute to you all. We do have a line of all natural handcrafted grooming products specifically with you in mind. So be sure to come check us out, www.theblackgent.com. That is, once again, www.theblackgent.com.
We offer the best grooming products for you. Yes, all natural and handcrafted too. We want to help be your swagger, style, class, and luxury. Make our products tailor-made for you with high quality. Yeah. So get in style with the Black Company. To give you swagger, style, class, and luxury. Yeah. The Black Gentleman Company. To give you swagger, style, class, and luxury. Yeah.
Located at www.theblackgent.com.
Indeedy. Yes, indeedy. Once again, man, www.theblackgent.com. Salute, man. Salute. So, once again, man, I got Antuanne Russell, man, winning by knockout. It's not gonna go to the cards. It's gonna be by KO. This brings us to our main event, man. Gervonta Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach. I forgot Lamont's I forgot his what's the name. I don't even remember his what's his I don't remember his name, his alias. That's bad. I need to do better. What kind of person, what's wrong with me? But anyway, as far as that fight goes, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I don't even really want to do a whole for real in-depth breakdown about it, because I feel like it's going to be a good fight for as long as it lasts. I feel like it's going to be a good fight for as long as it lasts. So y'all take with that whatever you will. As long as that fight lasts, it's going to be a good fight. I think that Tank Davis is going to be the Reaper. Thanks, Nick J. He's the Reaper. Lamont the Reaper Roach, or Lamont Roach, aka the Reaper. I believe that Five Boxing Fan, salute, homie. He said Russell is limited too. I believe I believe that. I do believe that. I do believe that Gary Antuanne Russell is limited as well. I do think that Ryo's limitations supersede those of Gary Antuanne Russell, though. I do believe that. Jab Jamboree said the only Reaper I know is Hell Real from the Bronx. The only Reaper I know is Kevin Durant, aka the Slim Reaper. Salute to Tay Tay in the building. What's up with you, sweet Tay Tay, the real queen of MMA and combat? What's up with you, love? I think this fight is going to come out and it's going to be competitive. I see Lamont Roach coming in. I think it's going to be a lot of posturing early. I think that it's going to be. I think Roach is going to come in, and once he gets past posturing, I think he's going to try to land something convincing to prove that he belongs in there with Tank Davis. And so I think we're going to get past that. Tank will settle in. As we all know, Tank is a slow starter. And I also see Tank. I also see Tank kind of following Lamont, not following, kind of moving around. Once again, having and exuding pressure with his presence. So he's going to have pressure with his presence because we know he's a big puncher. We know that he's fast. We know that he's a powerful and explosive. So with that being said, like, his presence is always, you know what I mean? His presence provides pressure. It's just like, it's no different than, you know how we be outside, like, y'all bear with me, like, we outside and and then then a pit bull come and it ain't on the leash. You understand what I'm saying? So we gonna get somewhere because we know at any given time the dog might, that presence is pressure. The presence of somebody's big ass dog not on a leash is pressure. And so I look at it that's similar when dealing with Tank, because he is going to have that presence. And so I think that presence in and of itself is going to cause Lamont Roach to be limited, if you will, in his approach. However, I think he's also going to have that mindset of needing to prove that he belongs there, and this is his opportunity. So he's going to eventually open it up and go for it. Plus, they from the same, area, and you got that factored in as well. And because really, if you really look at it and you really think about it, to be honest with you, Lamont Roach is in a win-win situation. That's the truth. Lamont Roach is in a win-win situation. If he goes out and he gets stretched, he's supposed to. Everybody gets stretched. He's moving up in weight class against the one of the best fighters at that weight class, a heavy puncher, so on and so forth, a knockout artist, and a once in a generation fighter potentially. So he's gonna go and he's gonna get in. He's playing with the house money. But if he goes out and he has a good showing, then he still is gone. He's locked in and can still go on and have a wonderful, magnificent, fantastic career. You see what I'm saying? And if he messes around and wins, then I can't even explain to you what that means for his career. So he's playing with house money. You know what I mean? He's playing with house money. Salute to my brother, whatever man in the building. What's good with you, homie? Salute to Shade Girl 85. What's up with you, Shade Girl? Salute to you. Salute to my brother, Blue Blood Sports TV in the building. What's up with it, Blue? What it do, Blue? Salute to you, man. Salute to my brother, Blue. Now, Lamont Roach is playing with house money. You know what I'm saying? He really truly is. I think if he's able to come in and initially he's going to try to prove that he belongs, right? He's going to try to come out and prove that he really truly he has nothing. He proved that he belongs. If he's able to prove he belongs, then he's going to become a bit more comfortable, and he's going to be more willing to commit more and to do more with the shots. This is the Mississippi Cross. The Mississippi Cross is Tank Davis starts his fights slow. He starts his fights slow. He's picking shots. He's moving around in the ring, and he's collecting data. You understand what I'm saying? And then right around the time when I feel Roach gets confident and feels like, yeah, I actually belong there, and he starts committing to more shots and start trying to bring the fight to Tank, then that's when Tank opens up and unleashes. You know what I'm saying? And if you think about it, the past 4 or 5 fights, that's kind of been the storyline. Like, the fighters get confident and then they start trying to bring the fight to Tank, and then, man, their heads get put to bed. You know what I mean? The only fighter who I saw who actually came out the blocks was Rolly Romero, because Rolly didn't give a rat's ass. You know what I'm saying? Rolly didn't give a rat's ass. Salute to Meech. Meech said, I wouldn't call it a win-win, but he doesn't have nothing, but he doesn't have nothing to lose. Well, if he don't have nothing to lose, that's the quick essential. I think we're saying the same thing, family. If somebody don't have nothing to lose, then that is the same as a win-win, right? Because if you it's either you win or you lose. But if you don't have nothing to lose, then it's a win-win. You feel me? It's the same thing. Yeah, it's the same thing. If he loses, what does he really lose? He got a payday, probably. Well, he said it was a large payday. He said he had more money on the table to fight somebody else, according to the interview that I saw. But it's a payday for him. He's gonna have future fights. You know what I mean? It's Meech said if he gets stretched, his career is over. That's an L. If he gets stretched, he's not gonna. If he gets stretched, and unless he's injured and he can't continue to fight, then yeah. But if he gets stretched, he'll get up, go back to the drawing board, and fight again. You know what I'm saying? If he gets stretched, because think about it, bro. Think about Ryan Garcia got stretched, and he went on and had more paydays. Isaac Cruz lost to Tank Davis, and it catapulted his career. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you lose, unless he gets injured, you know what I mean, and can't fight anymore, you know what I'm saying? Outside of that, you know what I mean? Then yeah, but it was a knockout loss. You know what I mean? If he gets stretched, then man, you know what I mean? He'll get back up, and because he was supposed to. Like, that's why he's an 18-1 underdog. Like, you know what I mean? He's supposed to get stretched. So if he gets stretched, he really don't have nothing to lose. You know what I mean? And he's still a world champion at 130. He still has plenty of fights. He can go to 130 and go right into a big fight with O'Shaquie Foster. He can lose here and go right back to 130 and have a big main event fight versus O'Shaquie Foster. They can have a big ass main event fight in Texas or Atlanta. But But yeah, so anyway, back to let me get back on task. We can talk about this on Monday after the dust is settled. We can talk about where each fighter goes next, because it's about to be some dust, and the dust gonna settle. You feel me? And the dust is gonna settle. It's gonna settle on Lamont Roach, man. I got Tank Davis by knockout, man. I think Tank Davis is gonna stop him in this one. I think I can even predict a round. I think Tank gonna stop him in 8, be a KO and stoppage in the 8th round. Yeah, I got Tank in 8. I think that this is gonna be a good fight. It's gonna be a good tactical fight. I think we're gonna get a little bit of everything. I think we're gonna get some tactical shit. We're gonna get to see fighters move around. We're gonna get to see fighters trying to set traps for one another. You know what I mean? We're gonna get to see some exchanges. You know what I mean? We're gonna get to see how Lamont Roach holds up with them exchanges. He's gonna put Tank Davis in a position to showcase his speed and quickness and agility and so on and so forth. But when it's all said and done, man, I think that this is, orthodox versus southpaw. Lamont Roach being the orthodox, Gervonta Davis being the southpaw. Like, it's gonna be a lot for us to actually see in this matchup. But I definitely got Tank Davis winning by stoppage, man. I'm not just trying to throw Lamont Roach out, because I've told you all how I feel like Roach could win. I've done content about it, the whole show about it, and did the short about it and all that. And I think he can win, possibly. It is a possibility that he can win, but I don't think that this favorable. So my pick, once again, is Gervonta Tank Davis. What I say, 8-round stoppage. Everybody, y'all got y'all picks in. Hopefully you get the opportunity to put your picks in. So when you're arguing with your folks and you say, man, I called that, and they be like, nah, you didn't call that. Yeah, you called it. Like one of the brothers, who was that? Was that Winston Lee that said, no, somebody said Antuanne Russell was gonna win, but he's gonna lose on the cards. Yeah, that's major. You know what I mean? So you can come back and say, yeah, man, I told y'all that was what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? So as far as my rundown on the picks again, I guess I can do it again real quick. Just go over them. I picked Julius J. Rock Williams to win. I think he's gonna win by split decision. I got Sandor Martin winning by decision, man. Sandor Martin by decision. He is going to win. He's going to beat Alberto Puello, and he's gonna become the WBC super lightweight champion. I got Gary Antuanne Russell winning by stoppage. I didn't pick a round for Gary Antuanne, but I do got Gary Antuanne Russell beating Rayo by knockout. And I also have Tank Davis winning over Lamont the Reaper Roach by KO. And my round I'm picking is the 8th round, man. I don't have a link for you all to place your bets. I will have a link probably next week. I'll start posting a link for we do have a partner betting. We do have a partner that you can use to go and place your bets. Our partners will announce that partnership this week, and also, I have a link for you all to go over for those of y'all who are interested in betting and putting your official money on the fights. Y'all get out of that. You know what I'm saying? Get out of that betting your homeboy money. Why would you bet your? Never, man. I remember I got into it with the brothers, all the brothers, when Errol Spence and Sean Porter fought. And everybody was, nah, man, let's bet 100. Why would I bet you 100 for it to bring me back 100 when I could go on and place a sports bet? And it was like a 5 to Sean Porter was like a 5-1 underdog. You feel me? He was like a 5-1 underdog. So like my 100 or 150 or whatever would bring back 1,000 or something like that. It was something ridiculous. You understand? And I'm good. If I'm a bet, then I'm gonna use the odds, especially my good underdog picking ass. You feel me? What the hell I'm gonna do a 1-for-1 for? Are you crazy? I'd rather just go to work and get some money. I'd rather just go to work and get some money. I don't want y'all money in my pocket. You feel me? Not that way. So you can actually get out of betting your homeboys, and you can get on and download the app with our partners app, man, and you can go ahead on and place your bet. But we'll have that next week. Man, that's it, man. I got nothing else for you all. Salute to y'all. It's time for me to get ready to go pick up my kids, man. Thank you all so much for taking the time to tune in, man. Like this really, man, I enjoy this. Like this, man. If I had $1 million,
and his opponent across the ring is the defending champion, fighting out of the blue corner.
Salute to everybody. Y'all be look at the alarms going off. Y'all be sure to come over and check out the Punch Junkie network, the last place in the world for real fans of the sweet science, man. Y'all be sure to come check us out. www.punchjunkie.network, man. It is our very own social media site where we talk boxing, where we do. You understand what I'm saying? It is particularly for the fans, the last true fans of the sweet science, man. So y'all be sure to come check us out, man. We'll be back Monday, man. I might pop in and pop out this weekend. But y'all just be sure to be on the lookout for me. Make sure your notifications are set. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, man, subscribe. If you had a good time, share the content, and be sure to smash the like button, man. Thank you all so much. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate y'all, man. If I had 1 million tongues, I couldn't tell it all. Thank you all so very much, man. This is Junior the Truth signing off, man. Giving you a daily reminder to view your life like a paradise. Until your life looks like a paradise, man. I'm a high-born player, man. If you don't know anything else about me, today, I got to keep pushing, baby.
Oh, no, you didn't. Wait a minute. No, you didn't. Hey, Jay! Come back here! Jay! Fool ass bitch, man. Jay! Give my money! Jay! Oh, you motherfucker. Okay. All right. I'm putting cases on all you bitches. Huh? You think you can do this shit? Jay! You think you can do this to me? You motherfuckers be playing back.